Hi friends, strangers, internet. I'm here today with a chatty get ready with me. It is raining outside. I'm pretty sure you can hear that. I hope you enjoy. I also have my buddy Tyrion here, hanging out, being the weirdo that he is. So today is the day that my first ever collaboration went up, the day I'm recording this. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that has watched and commented and subscribed and all that amazing supportive stuff. Whether you found me a month ago or 2 days ago, I appreciate you. I do still have a 3 looks 1 palette video in the works using my recreated Jouer Tan Lines palette, but as I was trying to edit that video, that video is going to be my first ever voiceover. That's the plan, and I bit off a lot more than I can chew, and my hopes is that this Get Ready With Me can kind of fill a spot before I have time to finish that video. I'm very excited about the looks that I came up with for using that palette. But as you all are pretty well aware, I'm still kind of learning the ropes on this editing thing, and I'm still kind of figuring out what makes the most sense as I edit something. When I do my eye makeup, I kind of dip in and out of the pan a lot, and I also check the mirror a lot, and so as I'm editing, sometimes I'm clipping a lot of that out, like the actual motion of like dipping back in and out, and sometimes I worry that it makes for a kind of choppy video, but I also don't want a bunch of extra time on the video that's just me checking the mirror, checking myself, dipping in, all of that. So I was just working on the video a little bit, and I thought, you know what, let me just record myself putting my makeup on and talk to everybody and just let you know where I'm at. When I don't know what to do or what to talk about or what to move on to, I blend my face. So that's what's happening right now. What was I talking about? I think I was going to say I'm also like totally open to any advice or critique people have in terms of seeing the video as a viewer, because it can be for me it is very difficult editing myself. It's kind of like when I try to edit my own writing, I have a hard time seeing the errors sometimes. And with videos, I'm kind of wondering if I'm over editing or doing just the right thing, or I guess all those normal critical observations that those of us that are a little less self-confident have. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. So yeah, it's Tuesday for me. On Tuesdays I pick up my CSA, which is Community Supported Agriculture, is what that actually stands for. And basically it's a farm share, so you put money down at the beginning of the season, and then every week you get vegetables or fruit, or this one has meat and eggs and everything. So it's with a group called Local Roots NYC, and I received the fruit share for free. Well, I received the fruit share in exchange for creating a recipe each week and posting it on their site. That's what you'll see on my Instagram usually. And then I purchased a vegetable share for myself because it's not a bad price in terms of week to week purchasing. Like, could I theoretically buy these vegetables cheaper at Stop and Shop or something? Probably, but it's a pretty good deal for local fruits and veggies. So it's always a balance for me. Like, I want to like eat all locally and support these, you know, local producers and farms and things, but realistically it's not in the budget. So today I am, oh yeah, so what I was saying was that Tuesdays are always the day that I pick up my share. So it's also like always the day that I have to go on the train and go a little distance. I stay in Brooklyn, but I still have to go a pretty far distance within the borough to pick it up. And since the train costs money and I've been unemployed and now part-time employed, I just don't go on the train very often if I don't have to. I've become one of those New Yorkers. So anyway, I have to leave my house. I don't have to do my makeup, but I have to leave my house. So I decided to do my makeup. And the look is inspired by the face look that I did for my collaboration video, which, as you can see right now, was very blush heavy. And it's also like blush placement that's a little higher up. I don't know if this is exactly the way they do it, but I definitely have been inspired by LAKEY of Spooky Lips and Fat Hips and Abby Williamson. They've both mentioned that recently, like a higher blush placement, and I've been trying it out. And the blushy nose is all Butte Bean, that's for sure. But it feels a little bit almost like blush draping, because even though I have bronzer, I've carried it from you know, the cheek up a little bit. I don't know if this was the way I did it for the collab video, but I've been doing a little bit of a change up in order, and I've been buffing my face and then going in with highlight for just like a very, very, very popping highlight. And the thing that I did for that video is I was wearing the same pink blush, and then I have this very, very pretty purple highlighter from Looksy Beauty called Pandora. So for this look, the highlight is super intense, but then my favorite part of the whole thing, I think, was when I brought it down and over my cheeks, which not only does this highlighter have a wonderful shine to it and color at the same time, which is not always easy to achieve, but I feel like layered over that pink blush just gave me like the most beautiful Barbie dream girl kind of look. And I realize this is not for everybody, this super pinky blush, but I really love blush, period. I don't normally highlight my chin, but I guess I am today. Yeah, I love blush. Blush and highlight. Oh my, oh. Okay. For the longest time, my hair looked bad in videos because I needed to wash it. And then today I washed it and it looks like static mess. I don't know if I finished my CSA story. Basically, I'm leaving my apartment, which I don't do that often these days. So I thought I would throw on some sparkly goodness on my face and record. You know what I haven't shown on camera yet is how I've been doing my brows lately. And again, usually I just do this technique for for filming, but I also realize that the more I do it, the faster I'll become at it. So let's do that. And the technique is literally just using a tiny bit of brow pencil after I do the gel to help fill in the brow. Oh, so I kind of just hinted at it, but I didn't actually update anybody. The job that I mentioned in my makeup playtime that I was like had the scare about I thought I had and then I wasn't sure, and anyway, I have the job. So it's part-time, and it's mostly work at home or work remotely, which wasn't the plan when I first like heard about it. And that style of a job has always been on my wish list of like kind of work that I would love to do. But it also makes me nervous because I know myself and I could just sit here and not do anything at home and honestly be pretty happy. Just chill with my cats and watch YouTube and cook and not actually do work. So, but yeah, so I got that job and I've been doing it for, this is just my second week and it's pretty cool. I'm doing catering work with a friend of mine when she has the need for me. So that's supplementing things as well, which is great because realistically this part-time work is not sustainable for a long time. It's one of those jobs that's like, if the availability, if our business grows and all of that, the position can grow, but for now it's just part-time. So I'm able to swing it with this other work, but I'm still looking for, I would love one more part-time job with the amount of work that this new job has to go along with it, and then have the catering stuff as a true, like, you know, third situation, which sounds like a lot, I know, but it's really not. It's not that much. So I've just been extending my eyebrow tail a little bit since it's non-existent right now, and then filling in a little bit. I used to be so intimidated by this, like by filling in, and I'm still not super comfortable, but putting down that really good fibrous brow gel and getting the kind of fill and shape generally down is helpful. If anyone has brow pencil recommendations, preferably drugstore and cruelty-free, please let me know, because this e.l.f. one is not bad, but it's a little bit thick and blunt and maybe a bit too creamy. And then I go back through with the spoolie and that helps shape it a bit more. And also, in case I got a little heavy-handed in any one spot, I feel like the spoolie helps redistribute a little bit. I feel like they're a little bit more filled in and a little more defined as a brow. So for the eyes, I think what I'm gonna do is use the blush that I used, but any kind of blush can generally work in the eyes. And it's a super easy way to tie the two parts of your face together. I'm just doing a lot of pink and carrying it down and over a little bit towards the blush. I've tried to build this color up before, like more intensely, and it can get there, but it doesn't look great. So I'm just doing this wash. That's still a decent amount of color. I also have this purpley blush, also from Too Faced. I'm going to add a little of that in. Let's see. This look is also kind of inspired by, or my product choices is kind of inspired by that Huda Beauty pink neon palette. Yeah, if I can find dupes to the two Too Faced blushes that I just used, I'll put them in the description box so you have some reference in case you are looking for cool toned pinky purpley blushes. Okay, some real talk about using blushes. So that purpley one I think is irritating my eyes. They just started feeling a little bit warm. So maybe don't put any blush on your eyes especially if you're more sensitive to certain pigments and products. That's unpleasant. I've put the pink one on my eyes before, so I think it's the purple one. So yeah, if you want to play with blush on your eyes, I warned you. Don't be like me, kids. It's still burning. I am going to keep it moving though because I have no patience. So glitter glue on the lid, pretty messy. And I'm going into a color called Azúcar. This is a color by Beauty Escapes. I found out about them right about the same time that I ordered the Divina eyeshadows. One of my favorite Instagram accounts for swatches, Angela Marie Tanner, mentioned them, that they were having a birthday sale, and so of course I went on and bought any of the duo or multi-chromes that they had that interested me that were in stock. And I love colors like this. Like, I don't know how it's gonna show up on camera, but I put the glitter glue across the lid, but then with this brush, I'm gonna carry it up basically to the lash line. My favorite thing to do for a color combination like this, and for an eye look that, while it's not understated, it's also not the last eye look I did, is to go in with an accent liner like the turquoise one from Marc Jacobs. And oftentimes my messy self gets it on the upper waterline, but I don't really care. I just think that the color combination, turquoise, pink, and purple, I said it in the last video, like I'm trying to live my best Lisa Frank and Barbie dreams. This is probably too much, this is probably too much, but we're gonna do too much. So this is one of those like Beauty News made me buy it, or I should say probably Kat from Beauty News made me buy it. I would probably describe it as like a stained gloss. The first coat I put on was definitely just a stain, but when you put on additional coats, it gets glossy. So Kat from Beauty News, she has her own channel, Kitchen Stitch, I can never quite remember. She raves about this product and has like all of their colors. It's the Shocking Lip in Pink Shocking. She adores this stuff. And I think I wore it one time or two times and I didn't have a rave experience with it. And then I've been really negligent with all my bright lip colors, so I'm picking it back up today. I do think bold lips look killer on camera, so there's that. So that's really everything. I'm just put on a face and thought I would talk to you all. Again, thank you for everybody that has found me recently or been subscribed for a while. I appreciate all of you. I have lots more fun stuff coming up, more stuff in the works. I say this every video, but I mean it. If you have any requests for videos that you would like me to do, please just leave them in the comments, or you know, you can find me on Instagram and send me a DM. And I'm always excited and happy to hear what you think of my videos. Thank you for spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.